Hey there everyone, I'm Billy Kyle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Panasonic's LUMIX G95. Opening up the box will reveal the manuals right on top to help you get familiar with the camera. Underneath of this second lid here is the lens and lens hood, the camera body itself, a strap to attach to the camera, and all of the necessary charging accessories. Once all of the pieces have been taken out of the plastic, this is everything that you can expect to get inside of the box. Now taking a closer look at the G95 here, this is a great camera with interchangeable lenses for travel. The body feels rugged and is weather sealed, which is a huge plus for taking on trips. There are plenty of customizable buttons and controls around the camera to make shooting easier. On the inside, it boasts a micro four thirds 20.3 megapixel digital live MOS sensor without a low pass filter. This sensor is capable of shooting continuous photos at 9 frames per second and can go up to ISO 25600. The Panasonic LUMIX G95 has a detailed OLED viewfinder and a sharp 3-inch free angle touchscreen that allows you to work up high, down low, and from the front, which is perfect for vlogging and generally framing up your shot when filming yourself. There's even a built-in flash to use when the light is too low. Now in this kit, the Panasonic G95 comes with a versatile 24 to 120mm equivalent wide to tele zoom lens. The LUMIX G 12 to 60mm f3.5 to 5.6 covers a wide range of focal distances and is perfect for capturing wide scenes and for focusing in on the details. In addition to capturing beautifully detailed photos, the Panasonic LUMIX G95 can capture 4K Vlog-L video in 24 and 30 frames per second, all on a 5-axis stabilized sensor. There's also a micro HDMI port for real-time 8-bit 422 output to external monitors and a 3.5mm headphone jack for external microphones. Now after you've shot all of your photos and videos, there's built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.2, which make it easy to share those images while on the go. The Panasonic LUMIX G95 can also be controlled over Wi-Fi and Bluetooth via a smartphone to activate shutter release and video record start and stop. And so there you have it. That is everything that you need to know about the Panasonic LUMIX G95. An excellent choice for someone that wants to capture photos and videos on the go with the flexibility of an interchangeable lens system.
Today I'm going to show you how to hook up your Sony camera to your computer to be used as a webcam for live streaming. You will need a few items to get started. A camera with an HDMI output port with a tripod, a USB to HDMI capture card device, and a HDMI cable. So let's go ahead and dive into the specifics to ensure that you have all the right gear. Just about every Sony camera, including the Alpha and the RX series, have a micro HDMI output port. But just to be absolutely sure, I highly recommend looking up the camera model and finding out what size is the HDMI. It will be either full, mini, or micro. And believe it or not, there's a huge difference between a mini HDMI and a micro HDMI. I personally use the Alpha 7R Mark IV and the Alpha 7 Mark III, and both use a micro HDMI connection. Next up, ensure that you're buying a USB to HDMI capture card device and not simply a USB to HDMI adapter. The capture card device is what allows the feed of your camera to be sent to your PC or Mac. There are several good options out there, such as the Elgato Camlink 4K and the Aver Media Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus. Personally, I have the Elgato Camlink, which is incredibly compact and small, which helps when I want to live stream even when I'm out of town. Now just a quick heads up, if you're using a Mac with only Thunderbolt 3 connectivity, you will need to get a Thunderbolt 3 to USB 3 adapter in order for you to connect your capture card device. Lastly, the HDMI cable. The capture card device will likely take a full-size HDMI, but on the other end of that cable has to match the size that your camera takes. In my case, I will need a full HDMI to micro HDMI cable for my A7R Mark IV and my Camlink. Simply connect them all together, and any software that can recognize a camera connection will list your capture card device as an option to be used. This includes Skype, Slack, Zoom, and even Google Hangouts. You are now even ready to stream on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Now, if you do see your camera menu items being displayed while you're connected to your computer, simply head to the menu, find HDMI settings, info display, and turn it off. This is what's known as a clean HDMI feed. Also, to ensure that you're in focus while you stream, enable face detection autofocus. Your camera should also be in movie mode, and continuous autofocus should be enabled. If face detection is not showing up for whatever reason, simply find file format in the menu and change from 4K to HD. Definitely download Open Broadcast software, commonly known as OBS. And to use this software to stream to Facebook, YouTube, or even Twitch Live, simply copy the stream key from those platforms to OBS and start broadcast.
The Olympus OMD EM5 Mark III is a mid-range mirrorless interchangeable lens camera aimed at enthusiast photographers. Compared to its predecessor, the Mark III is faster, more capable, and even smaller. The body is fully weather-sealed too, making it ideal for travel and everyday use in tough conditions. The OMD EM5 III is built around a 20 megapixel 4/3 sensor, inherited from the higher-end EM1 Mark II. The sensor is stabilized and offers a total of up to 6.5 stops of correction, allowing for handheld stills and video to be captured in very low light environments. With a high-resolution 2.36 million dot electronic viewfinder and a tilting touch-sensitive rear LCD screen, the OMD EM5 III is a versatile camera for stills and video shooting. A 121-point hybrid autofocus system makes the EM5 III perfect for shooting wildlife and some sports, with one of Olympus's high-quality long telephoto lenses. The EM5 III can capture bursts at 10 frames per second with continuous autofocus, and up to 30 frames per second with focus and exposure locked on the first shot. If you're using a tripod, an ultra-high-res mode allows you to create 50 megapixel files by combining multiple exposures. In addition to stills, the OMD EM5 III can shoot 4K and HD video. A high-speed 120p HD option is also available.